Right, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And some news today regarding the TR8, some cosmetic updates, and some special news towards the end. I've bought myself, I bought another TR7, which has a sprint engine in it, and I should be putting in a few photos at the end of this video. I bought it for my wife as a birthday present, and so that she'll have to get used to it. Said a few updates. I will do a video on it in the next few weeks. I want to get the car sort of tidy and ready and available for her, get it MOT'd so she has the confidence in driving it, and yeah, more on that in a bit. But now what I have, big thanks to Dave Johnson of the Cornwall TR Drivers Club. I got a few bits off, and Chris Manning also for putting me in touch with Dave in the first place. I've managed to get myself another armrest console here, which he had, and this one, as I may have said before, that the I think it was broken. There was a bit of wood in the back here holding it in, the two screws, and the centre pip, which is on this one here, the centre pip was missing on this lid, and she kept sliding across. Now when I took this out, what I found was this underneath, and it was actually lying on the gearbox tunnel on the side of the carpet there once I took it out. And I thought, oh great, and I'm of a quandary now whether to use this original one or the nice little chrome one here. So I think perhaps I'll keep this one and use this one. And here are two little rubbers which are located in those little two orifices there. This one doesn't have it, or it doesn't have them, but I think it actually cushions the glove box lid or the centre console lid when you're actually closing it. Now I dread to think if I can get any of these spare. I doubt it. And what I found, incidentally, whilst I was I took the plate off, obviously off the old one, and the hinge plate. I put it onto the new one, removed the cushion top, simply because I could not get this to locate in situ. And the reason being is that this cover is so thick and it's not been cut out properly to actually get this to sit in through the plate. So I'm just going to work on that, and yeah, so I've already connected this lid. This is going to go in. It's not broken at the back, and I've used two Nylock with washers on the back there, just because it's opens and closes, and it might make it a bit tighter and stuff, so there we are. So the plan is to resolve this issue with the fitting, and get this centre one in. And yeah, I'm also at a quandary whether to use the blue finishing plate, which the handbrake comes through, or the grey. So I'm just I'm thinking, if I use the blue one, bit of a contrast, isn't it? Or perhaps if I go with the grey, because the blue will come through on the gears, on the handbrake lever, and then there's the blue finishing, or the other surround, the handbrake surround and whatever. So I think I'll go for the grey, actually. Just clean that, give that a bit of a clean, and put it in. So that's where we are. That's where I am at the moment. And yeah, so these two little rubbers, you'll see them, they do sit through these holes here. I think it was like the securing, was it? Yeah, through these two little holes. So I might perhaps just put a dab of glue just to hold them. It looks like one is actually not seated properly and is a bit warm. That's just some sort of finishing bung. I don't need that. Put that away somewhere. It's a stopper. But yeah, these two stopper rubbers. Yeah, one's slightly deformed, but it'll work. So that's where I am. So once it's all in, I shall come back, obviously. And the car is running quite sweetly. There's no real major issues apart from, I think I have a slight oil leak coming from the bottom of the oil pump. There's a slight drip at the front. I've put 2 new gasket rocker cover gaskets in. That's just to eliminate any weepage from there that I may have witnessed coming down the back sides. What else? Now, I do have another problem that I need to sort out. When I was out yesterday, I had noticed it before, but when I was out yesterday, I gave this car a really good spanking. And when I say spanking, illegal spanking, I was revving it out in the gears, so to speak. And when I'm coming off of the accelerator at speed, I'd say go to 4th or 5th, and I'm taking off the power, I get a vibration which is coming through the car. From the seat of your pants, you can feel it. And I'm thinking, what is that vibration? So as I'm coming off of the power, and there's no drive per se, it's just coming under the power of the engine, braking of the engine, I'm wondering if I've got an issue with the diff. Now, I did have a concern regarding the no breather on the diff, so I may start looking into potential issues with the diff. So I'm going to jack the back up and have a look and see how I feel today to do that. But apart from that, the car's getting to how I want it. Also, I did state I put a new belt on here, new alternator belt. That started to squeal again yesterday as I started it up, and I thought, belt squealing again. Perhaps it may need a tighten, but I think I need to check the alignment of that pulley with the main crank to see if that is true, if you know what I mean. So if they're out slightly, might put a bit of wear on that belt, because I did see threads of belt around here, there, and in some gullies. It could be just a witness of a belt that had broken before, but there's a reason for seeing those threaded aspects of belt lying around. And now this is squealing again, tells me it may have worn, and I may need to tighten it up again, and then it'll wear some more, perhaps. So I'm very mindful to keep in mind of these things. So yeah. What else? Nothing else major to report. The windscreen wipers seemed to have a life of their own yesterday. The single wipe started to come on. It was a bit of a rain. This single wipe came on when it wanted to, and even when the stalk was set to its off position, they did wipe once. I thought, oh dear, here we go. So it's one of those things. But apart from that, she's more comfortable with the standard road springs. I'm still waiting for that bush to come through from Rob Sport, or was it Rimmers? No, I think I ordered it from Rimmers. It's going to be in early November. I can't wait to get that done, because I'm sure the driving experience will be a lot better. And what I realised on my last video is I didn't actually quite show it properly, did I? Now on that washer that you see there, am I in there? Can you see that? Where am I? Let me get down there for you. That's that side of get that pipe out the way, the servo pipe. That looks to me as if you can see that. Hang on, where am I? No, my torch is in the way. if I get down there, you might be able to see it. Let's come up here. It looks to me as if that washer has been welded to the side. Let's come down again. If I just put the torch there, can I go down? Right, let's have a look at that and see if I can. See if I can focus that. Focus, smokers. Is it my eyesight or is it the focus? Let's have a look there. Yeah, you might be able to see that it's actually been welded. So, what on earth is that about? And I'm sure when I get to it, I'm probably going to open up a can of worms with this. More news than 11, I guess. So that'll be one for the future to talk about, no doubt. But I'm going to crack on now and get this center console box in and finish off. And yeah, nothing much. It's not that exciting, but it's one of those jobs that, you know, I needed to do because driving the car, the armrest kept sliding here, there, and everywhere, and falling out. It just added to the misery of driving it. All right, back soon. Okay, welcome back, and the glove box is all in, and I went with the grey trim, and there is a slight bit of wear on the front here, but not too worried about that at the moment. And I've used the chrome trim, and it was around the opposite way. It needs to be running this way along to match the latching pip here. So the latching pip on this one, you probably can't see it too good, is so yeah, she's nice, and she's nicely padded. It's gone into the back quite nicely, and I've got a couple of screws in there. Slight wear along here. Oh yeah, so she does crease because she's padded at the back there, but it sort of matches in quite nicely, I think. And yeah, there's the screen I was talking about before with the Apple CarPlay, and this new head unit I bought here to replace the stereo because the CD wasn't working. This is just a header unit, so we've got Bluetooth, USB, and DAB and radio. So the profile of that is a bit smaller at the back, so it sits in a bit more snugly, and the USB connection you can play music from it or charge your phone. So it's quite nice. And what I plan to do is to route this wire in through, so the plug is just sticking out at the bottom, and bring it out through the top of the grill there. So that's what I plan to do. I was just thinking about it, so I'll probably do that. And well, as far as the what else was there? As far as the diff concerns, I should get onto that really sooner rather than later. But what else? I talked about the bushing for the steering. I'm still waiting for the choke switch to come in as well, so I can have the choke light on. It'd be nice to have a reminder that the choke light is on, because I'm old. And yeah, the wiring is, I think it's a blue and white and something else. I'm sure I've seen that under there somewhere in all my dealings with the wiring of this car. So with that, like I said, I will stick in some photos of the TR7 Sprint, or the TR7 with the Sprint engine, towards the end. And well, I hope you like it. And it'll be another voyage of discovery, I'm sure. It's not going to be perfect, but I will get it MOT'd just so my wife has more confidence with it. And yeah, I'm hoping she will get to enjoy it. But she does like coming out in the 7 and the 8, and since I put the rear springs on this one, she much prefers this one, although I still prefer my original 7. But who knows, I might enjoy the Sprint one too. But that is yet to be yet to be filmed and reviewed. So watch this space for the TR7 Sprint. Okay, thanks everybody for watching, and hope you like these videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.